looks fantastic.
Oh, thanks for coming, guys. Cheers.
Take care.
Take care. Hi, Cara, how you doing?
Yeah, great. How are you?
Oh, it's lovely to see you.
Oh, you too. How's Jenny and the kids?
Oh, they're great. Thanks for
You're
asking.
good.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, you've got loads of work going on here. It's looking great.
Yeah, blood, sweat and tears has gone into this, so
I
it's
could
nice that it's up.
imagine. So you're still managing to do your biking or just your painting in the studio?
Thankfully, I'm managing to combine both at the moment, which is brilliant.
Yeah, so how do you combine both? Do you not just get your inspiration in the studio?
Well, I find the
Studio is nice, quiet and light. But actually, it doesn't give me inspiration. It is a bit like a new canvas at the beginning, blank and dull. I like to get my inspiration from outside and bring it to the canvas. This means I'm often out there getting the inspiration and enjoying nature. I've always loved the mountains and coasts since my earliest memories of trips from Glasgow to the Scottish Highlands and Islands. It's always felt timeless and magical, and that's what first inspired me to paint. And also watching my dad paint. This is why I'm an artist now. I still travel there, as an up north, for each painting, to escape the world for a moment. And get the inspiration for my paintings, of course. I love travelling on my mountain bike to these places, as I can get to remoter, wilder areas quicker, and I get to take in lots of the scenery on the way. If I'm painting a mountain, then during the trip towards it, I get to see it in many different ways, as the light moves around and the colours change. I like the challenge of climbing a mountain and cycling my bike up there. Although sometimes I'm carrying the bike up to the top on a very steep, bouldery mountain with no possibility of riding it back down. This could be seen as a bit daft, or maybe I'm a purist, or maybe I'm just a bit worried that someone pinches my bike. I haven't worked it out yet. The challenge does me good though. Climbing mountains can be pretty knackering, but it makes you feel like you've given something to your art, while actually getting to know the landscape before taking it away in your memories. It is amazing when you have been staring at your feet and the steep slope in front of you to suddenly see over that ridge to a new view. It's a lovely feeling, and it gives you that push to carry on to the summit. And in the studio, these feelings return to you.
And ride o'er the the squealing swine, the swirling brine, I'm yours and you're mine, and I'll forever dwell on now my burning flame inside our cove near.
Then you arrive at the summit with a great sense of achievement and hopefully great views. I like to find a scene that speaks to me, and looking to the east summit of the mountain here just looks so dramatic, and the clouds moving over it makes a huge stationary pile of rock that hasn't moved for hundreds of millions of years come alive. By sitting down and doing a watercolour, I get the chance and the time to take in my surroundings, and I get a feeling for the mountain rather than taking a picture and rushing off. As with a bit of time, the landscape changes as the light shifts and the clouds move and develop. When you're actually there, where your painting begins, you get a real feeling of the area, which helps you put this on canvas. It's the awe of nature and the power over mankind that I try to portray in my work. I suppose you could say it's quite ethereal or spiritual. After viewing the large panoramic views around me, I begin to take in some of the smaller details, the plants, the rocks, the nature, the colours and the textures. This time alone in the mountain will come back to me in the studio, and I transfer those thoughts and memories onto my canvas. I then get the joy of heading back down the mountain. Although I have mainly had to carry my bike off the steep summit slopes.
You ride away on a different day, one you've never lived before.
Then lower down, it becomes rideable and the trails start flowing and are awesome.
Somewhere you have never been. I was lost, I wish I still was.
These rides are the escapism where your mind is just concentrating on the here and now, as you head down the trails looking at what comes next. And it's great fun as well.
And your head must take you home.
I also love heading out to the beaches on my bike too. They have such a different feeling to the mountains. You are more a spectator to the vast ocean and the strength of nature, rather than being in the centre of it. I find it very relaxing. While sitting there painting, you can smell the sea and hear it, and there is so much that goes on with the light changing, especially at sunset. This all comes with you to the studio and brings it to life, and transfers to the canvas as you go. My mind flits between the canvas and the memories of the places I have been. I'll often get spurred on to get more creative with my skies, to try and bring the feelings of being there more alive, and create an atmosphere while I'm in the studio. Skies move a lot while you're outside, so you have to try and make the sky look alive, as it does in nature. I may move between painting a beach landscape and back to a mountain landscape, depending on the feeling that day in the studio. I do really enjoy reliving those memories as I pour them onto my canvas when I recreate the landscape at home.
But to answer your question, do I get inspired in the studio? Yes and no, but it's the outdoors that really inspire me.
And for me, my paintings bring me back to those special places even years after I was there, and hopefully it does this for others too.